Hi grade 10s, it's Miss Thongrush here. Today I'm going to make our first video for our summative, and video 1 will be about trigonometry. And remember that trigonometry is about triangles and angles and side lengths. So this video is going to help you to answer page number 1 of your summative. And this is what page number 1 looks like. And this video will help you answer the 2 questions about trigonometry that are part of the summative. Before we can begin doing the trigonometry questions, we need to remember that the most important thing about trigonometry is learning how to label the triangle. And so if you remember from earlier during our Learn at Home period, we talked about the little girl. She's a little toddler and she likes to wear dresses and she's 2 or 3 and she refuses to wear diapers. And so the little girl is at the corner of the triangle and her dress tells you how wide the angle is going to be. And don't forget the little girl, because she's not wearing diapers, sometimes she has accidents, and when she has an accident, there's a little puddle at the bottom of her dress, and we call that puddle the opposite side of the triangle. And if you can always think about the little girl and her little puddle in the shape of an O, that's going to help you when you label a triangle. So the H is going to be the longest side, that's the most important. The O is going to be the side that's underneath the dress of the little girl. And the A is going to be that third side, the leftover side, the adjacent side. And there's 3 rules for trigonometry. There's sine, cosine, and tan. Sine theta, or sine of the angle, is opposite side divided by hypotenuse. Cosine is the adjacent side divided by the hypotenuse. And tangent of the angle, or tan of the angle, is equal to opposite over adjacent. So the first question we're going to try is this question where we're going to try to find out how tall the flagpole is. And so this is a flagpole with an American flag. That's the image I found on the internet. You can just imagine it was a Canadian flag if you prefer. So we want to know how tall the flagpole is. So we're going to draw the picture that we see on the YouTube video, and we're going to label our triangle O, H, and A, and then we'll decide which of the 3 fractions, sine, cosine, or tan, that we want to use, and then we'll do some math together. So I've drawn the triangle from the flag question on the table, and so we need to label the triangle first. So let's imagine that over here I have a little girl. She's cute, she's little, she's not wearing a diaper, she has an accident, and there's a little puddle over here, so this right here is the opposite. Okay? And then the H is always the side that's across from the 90 degrees. So here's my H. And the other side that we have has to be the A, the adjacent. So when I look at this question, I know I have a number for the A, so I want to use the A. I know I'm looking for the O, so I need to use the O. So I need to use a fraction that has O's and A's. Okay, so we've realized that we need to use the opposite and the adjacent, the O and the A, which means that we need to use the third fraction. Tan of the angle is equal to opposite over adjacent. Writing down the fraction or the ratio that I want to use on the table. I'm going to look over here. Remember that the 39, the dress, how wide that dress, that is my angle. My O, I don't know it, and my A is 10. So here I'm going to go and cross off the A because I know my angle is 39. The O, I don't know. That's what I'm trying to find. I'm trying to figure out how tall is that flagpole. And then the A is going to be 10. So my question is going to be tan of 39 is equal to question mark over 10. So what I need to do is I need to take out my calculator, and your cell phone will probably work for this. You want to type on your calculator tan 39, or maybe, depending on what you have, 39 tan. You want to figure out what that decimal should be. I use my cell phone as my calculator, or when I did tan of 39, I got 0.809784 and a whole bunch of other decimal places after that. So I'm going to use that in my question. So underneath the tan 39. I put down the decimal that the calculator told me was equal to tan of 39. And what I want to do is I want to get the question mark all by itself. I want to find out what that is. So right now I have question mark divided by 10. The opposite of dividing by 10 is to multiply by 10. These would cancel out. So my question mark would be equal to 10 times 0.80978. And that would give me 8.09, which means that over here, this height right here would be 8.09. So we now know that the y is 8.09, but you need to add to it the part at the bottom, the 1.7, because the triangle started 1.7 meters up in the sky. So we need to add the 8.09 plus the 1.7, and that will give us the total height of the flagpole. That would mean that the height of the flagpole would be 9.79 meters tall. So here, this part was 8.09. This part right here is 1.7. So altogether, the height of the flagpole is 9.79 meters. Now the question I asked you, your summative, is identical to this. So you want to use the exact same process to find the answer to that first question in the summative. Here is question number 1 in the summative, and you'll see it's just like the question we just did. So what I would like you to do now is press pause on the video and to try this question right now. In today's video, we're going to do one more question together. And again, we're using trigonometry, but what's different about this question is in this question, I'm looking for the angle. In the last question, I knew the angle. I knew the dress of the little girl was 39 degrees wide. Now I need to figure out the angle. So that means I need to figure out how wide that dress is. So I want to remind you, like I reminded you in previous videos, that anytime you're looking for an angle, you need to press second and then sine, cosine, or tan. You can't just press sine, cosine, or tan. You have to press the second button first, or sometimes on your calculator it might be shift. So I want you to look on your calculator and make sure you find that shift or second button, because that's the button you're going to need to press before sine, cosine, or tan when you're solving problems and you're looking for an angle. So let me show you the question one more time. I'm looking for the angle this time, but just like in the last question, before I can begin, I need to label my question O, H, and A. So let's do that right now. Here's my triangle. This little symbol just means I wonder how big the angle is. So this means I'm looking for this angle. So remember that this right here is the dress. So here's my little girl. She has a little accident. Here's my little puddle. So that's my O. This right here is my opposite. My H would be my hypotenuse. This is my hypotenuse. And then the last side is going to be my A. So here is my A. So what I need you to realize is that in this question, the H is not important. And the reason it's not important is because there's no number there. There's a number next to the A. There's a number next to the O. So those are the two that are important. So let's go and let's look at our rules again. Let's look at the sine, cosine, and tan and figure out which one of those rules do I want to use for this question. Okay, this is another example of a question where we have O and A. And anytime you have opposite and adjacent, you want to use that tan fraction. So let's do that right now. On the table, and I want you to notice that my O in this question is 80 and my A is 60. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to write down 80 over 60. And the tan A, this is the angle. This is the angle that I don't know. So I can't put a number there yet because I don't know what the number is. So what I want to do is I want to go 80 divided by 60 with my calculator. And if I do 80 divided by 60, that's going to give me, trying to do math in my head, 1.3333. Let me turn off the video just to check, because sometimes. Okay, so that means that tan of angle A is 1.33333333 forever and ever. Now we're looking for the angle, and remember the rule. When you're looking for the angle, you need to press the second or the shift button first. So to find the angle, what we need to do is we need to go second, tan of 1.33333. Or maybe instead of second, it might say shift, or it might say second, like that. You need to press second, shift, and tan, and then 1.333, and your calculator will tell you what the angle is. So I use my cell phone as my calculator, and when I use my cell phone, I had to press the 1.333333 first, and then the second and the tan, and my calculator or my cell phone told me that the angle was 53 degrees. So that would mean if this side is 80 and this side is 60, the angle right here would be 53 degrees. Now, this question is just like the question that's in the summative. I'm going to show it to you now. So here's the summative question. You know the two sides, but you don't know the angle. So you're going to have to use the same process that we just did in this last question. You're going to have to press second or shift in order to find the angle. And this question is just like the one we just did. So you can use this video to really help you with it. So your homework tonight is just to make sure that you can finish these two trigonometry questions on the first page of the summative. If you've done that for today, that's enough. And then tomorrow we'll look at page number 2 of the summative together. Thanks for watching today's YouTube video. This afternoon we will have a Google Meet for the entire class to participate in, so please make sure you attend that. I've sent the invitation to your school email. Please leave me a comment to let me know if you understood the video, if you have questions. Leave me a thumbs up so I know you've watched. Okay, have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you this afternoon at our Google Meet.